We all love the story of Yetzias Mitzrayim. It's miraculous, unbelievable, and the climax is Kriyas Yam Suf. We all know the story. Hashem tells the angel to split the Yam, let the Jewish people through, and then drown the Mitzrayim. But what was happening behind the scenes? So most of us know that story. The angel of Mitzrayim comes running over, says to Hashem, hang on, it's not fair. How could you treat this group of people better? They bow down to idols, and these Mitzrayim bow down to idols. It's not fair. What you're doing is not just. No, there was a problem. Ad kedei kach, that the Sar of the Yam, of the Mayim, who was instructed to do it, actually rebelled against Hashem, and he said, I'm not doing it. I can't do something that's not fair. And what you're expecting me to do, Hashem, it's not fair. I'll give you an example. President Trump calls up the head of JFK security, and he says, listen, there's a flight coming down right now, landing in JFK, from Air Irania. And there's 200 guys from ISIS trained by Al-Qaeda. And they're all named Muhammad. The first 100, I want you to whisk them straight through security, get them out right away. The other 100, shoot them dead on the spot. The head of security is going to tell President Trump, it's not fair, I can't do that. Halalu Al-Qaeda, v'halalu Al-Qaeda, halalu ISIS, v'halalu ISIS. And let's take it a step further. We all know that in today's dar, unfortunately, we look outside on Friday night at the parks and at the lakes and all over the place, and we see Tyre Yiddish Kinderlach, and they're smoking on Shabbos, and we are tempted to say that they're the same. There's an African American and a Mexican and a Puerto Rican and all different types of people and a Jewish kid, and they're all the same. They're breaking into cars Friday night. They're ganovim. They're doing drugs. They're smoking. Halalu, horrible people, rebels, the scum of the earth. Shkutzim, halalu, v'halalu, they're the same. So we're really in the same exact spot once again. And a lot of angels, they say, you're right, that's a great taina. We can't go and treat them differently. They need to be thrown out, they need to be put in jail, we have to treat them mamash like a guy. Halalu, oivdei avodah zara, v'halalu, oivdei avodah zara. Halalu, doing drugs, mechal Shabbos, and all these terrible things, v'halalu nebuch. But most people don't know the answer. Listen to the words of the Yalkut Shemaini, the Medrash. Miyad Omelei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right away Hashem turns to that angel who said that, and you know what he tells him? Shoite Shabba'ilam. World's fool. He calls him a Meshuggah, a fool. You're a crazy person. You think that they're the same? Miyad Omelei HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shoite Shabba'ilam Mechila Datam Avduha. You think they had das when they were serving idols? They only served, they only did those terrible things because of shibud, because they were in a matzav of shibud, of slavery, of enslavement, addiction, trapped. V'tir of das, they're messed up in the head because of what they went through. That's why they did it. Ve'ata don oynis kiratzen mishege kamezid, but to you it's all the same, you shaita. You're looking outside on Friday night and you don't like what you see, but you think they're the same, you're a shaita. Because this one is a free person and he grew up a guy and he's Machal Shabbos because he's not Jewish. But this Tyre Yiddish kind, he's only doing this mitoich shibud v'tir of das. He's in pain. And you're going to count oynis kiratz and meshegi kamezid. Hashem tells you what a shaita. Let's all understand that if not for this teretz, where would we be? There would be no Kriyas Yam Suf, because the fact is, we were taka oived avodah zara. It's true. We woke up in the morning, we went to the shtibel. It says we even built our own getchke shtibelach, so we shouldn't have to daven in the big shuls. So we had koyach and energy to build shtibelach. We were oived avodah zara, memtesh hari tuma, heferu bris milah. We didn't deserve to get out. Miyad amalei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Don't just look at the action. What's in the brain? Says the Nesiv Shalom. An angel can't tell you why somebody's doing something. The angels, the malachim, they only see facts. We have a lot of angels in our communities. They mean well at tzaddikim, but they can't see what is motivating those kids who are machal Shabbos. And that's why Hashem says, I'm going to have to do it by myself. And that's why it says, Ani Hashem, ani v'loi malach, ani v'loi saraf, ani hu v'loi achar. I have to do Kriyas Yam Suf myself. I can't leave it to the angels, because the angels couldn't tell the difference between the good guys and the bad guys. Today we have a lot of angels also. We look outside Friday night, Nebuch. It's terrible. We have to see past the actions. We have to see past the chitzonius. We have to look at the pneumius. the pneumius of every single one of our kids that are out there. And we have to say, no, it's not true. Of course, they're doing bad things, but they didn't become bad. Miyad Heishav Li'HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What would the Eibishter say? He says, Shoyte Sheba Olam, to judge these kids. B'chi ledatam avduha. You think that this is a cheshbin, they became oskuklet, and them, after that. They're not thinking. It's mitoich shibud v'tir of das. That's all it is. And therefore, there should be zoicha. We have to do Kriyas Yam Suf for them. The zoicha to nisim. Even while Hashem did nisim, some Yidden went through Pesel Micha with the idol. And Hashem didn't say, get out. He said, come, I'll rescue you anyway. You can't put down your addiction right now. You can't let go of something that you were depending on, that you believe in. Not a problem. I'll still do the nisim for you. And that's what the Sfarim say, that Hashem said, I need to take care of them. He gave them mun for free. And he took care of them, and he carried them. Kasha yisa ishas benoi. So as we go into this yontif, let's not think about a story from a long time ago. A long time ago, wow, we love that story. Hashem rescued us. We weren't worthy. Let's learn from Hashem's midas. Let's go in the midas of halachta b'drachav. Just like Hashem is a rachum, afata havei rachum, as the Nesiv Shalom says, don't just act with rachmanos. Become a merciful person. Racham and Chanan Erech Apayim Rav Chesed Emes. Let's understand that Hashem looked past our actions, our own actions. Hashem looked past it and he saw the pain, the shibud, the tear of das. Let's understand that all the experts working with the kids, not the ones who are not experts, the ones working with the kids all came to the same conclusion, that they have no cheshbonis, and they're not rebels, and they're not bid, and they're not mushchasim. They're not at all. They're not ganovim. They're not drug dealers. It's all a big mistake. I never met a kid off the derech. I just met kids who are in a lot of pain. Shibud v'tir of das. When we have the godly idea in our mind to look at them and sometimes look at ourselves also with a eye, with a blick of the Eibish's blick, we have to rescue them. Don't leave it for the angels. Don't leave it for anybody else. Ani Hashem, ani hu v'lo acher. We have to be like Hashem. We have to see past the pain and rescue every single person out there, only with tremendous ava. It's Avi Fishoff wishing you a very happy Yontif.